A new cycle begins. On October 14th, 2023, we're going to have a new moon and a solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. Now, an eclipse occurs when the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon, they align in a way that either the Earth's shadow falls on the Moon, which is a lunar eclipse, or the Moon's shadow falls upon the Earth, which is a solar eclipse. They come in pairs, alternating the emphasis of the opposite signs in the zodiac axis. The cycles include Aries and Libra axis in your chart, with an emphasis on your self-identity and your relationships. It's the me versus the we, you with partnership, you with groups, you with friends, you with work, you with clients. The shift is going to be felt with an emphasis between your individual growth and your partnership dynamics. A solar eclipse, these eclipse people, places, and things in and out of our life. The power of this energy is just supercharged to embrace endings and to let go of anything that no longer serves you. They come often with sudden change that this can be on your part or something that is completely beyond your control, but still will affect you. This eclipse is all about new beginnings into an uncharted territory in your life. Now, eclipses, they activate the lunar nodes. These are the points that carry karmic and evolutionary significance in your life. They are seen as course correctors or realigning in your life. This is where you have veered off path, and they're going to be pushing you towards your destiny, and they're going to be shutting doors to your past. Now, with this eclipse in Libra, there's this call for balance, for your personal desires, for cooperation, for collaboration, for you to find the middle ground between your personal goals and your relationship needs. Libra is an air sign that's represented by the scales. It emphasizes balance and harmony in relationships. It's what ties us to others. It's associated with partnerships, diplomacy, beauty, justice, and a desire for equilibrium in all aspects of life. Contracts, negotiation. It's less on love and your heart, and it's more on using your head with thoughts and ideas. The end goal is to harmonize the opposing energies within yourself and your relationships. The themes that are going to be activated by the solar eclipse in Libra, they're going to continue to unfold and develop until the next eclipse in the series in March and April of 2024. So use this time to focus more on balancing your individual needs with partnership dynamics. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate, and this is your Libra solar eclipse astrological forecast for October 14th, 2023. So let's dive in. Aries and Aries rising. So this eclipse for you is occurring in your 7th house. This has been a very large topic for the past few months, and it's going to continue to be more. So the sun here is representing your 5th house of pleasure, joy, things that bring you joy. This could be children, art, music, aesthetics, affairs, gambling, things that are thrilling, joy. And then we have the moon. The moon represents your 4th house, the house of your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. It's the foundation in which you build your life upon. Now, we also have Mercury here. Mercury is representing your communication with siblings, neighbors, communication between work and home, and it also represents your 6th house that has to do with mentors and guides. And it's how do you balance between work and home? It's also your daily habits. So these are these topics that you are trying to find a balance with. Now, this is in opposition to who you are. So an opposition is where there's this stronghold of a what something has to give. And so Aries, you are trying to find a balance between you and partners, significant others, marriage partners, business partners, clients, one-on-one, and it is affecting all these other areas of your life. Now, there is a square. The square is to Pluto at the top of your chart, and Pluto is it's in your 10th house of your career, your life path, your goals. It's your authority, it's government, it's your social status, it's how you're going to make your mark on society. And a square is where something has to push away and give because you're trying to negotiate. Who am I? Who am I with partners? Who am I with clients? Who am I in this relationship? Because it's affecting the way that you communicate. It's affecting things at home. It's concerning what brings you personal joy, be it children or creative pursuits. And it's about a struggle between finding the balance between work and home. So eclipse in your 7th house is where you're going to find insights on your relationships, your partnerships, aesthetics, the agreements between you and business partners or significant others or clients. There could be a new relationship, or there could be an ending to a relationship. There could be movement on a key relationship, that we were lovers and now we're going to take it to a different level. Or there could be movement as we are now going to be parting ways. Some of this could be that you are, that things have naturally dissolved. Maybe a partner no longer needs your service, with a business partner or a client no longer needs your service, but there will be some kind of somebody being eclipsed in or out of your life. Codependency should be brought up or brought to light. There could be boundary issues about topics that are you working from fear? Are you focused on yourself? Are you giving away your power and your energy? The goal is for you to gain interdependence at this time. And with how do you do that with these current relationships? This is you having to be accountable for your own actions and you doing the inner work. Helpers, practitioners, all of these things are going to be brought together to help you reach your goal or to help you end a goal, to finalize something. This could be a new person that's brought in to bring a light to what you need help with. This could be a counselor, a doctor, a mentor. There could be agreements that are coming to an agreement with wanting to sign a contract with one of these people. There could be new design projects or working on your wardrobe or your space. Because remember, Aries is you, and this is in opposition to who are you. There could be movement to build clients, to mean that some are going to be eclipsed in and new ones are brought in. Anything unresolved is going to be brought up. This is going to be a time that nothing is going to be left unsaid. I mean, Mercury is here, and Mercury is saying we need to find a balance between these topics. Some partnerships may be tested at this time. There could be things that are revealed that suddenly are brought to the light. Remember that the 7th house also represents your marriage partner or your significant other. So now is a really good time for you to be finding a balance between what are your needs and what are the needs of your other partner, your lover, your spouse. You may want to find a balance through some kind of compromise or negotiation. And you might also find that you have more social opportunities or for work that you may acquire through different clients. So Aries, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For a look ahead, please check out your November forecast, and please join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations or new moon and full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your 6th house. Now the 6th house represents mentors, guides, your daily activity, the balance between work and home. It's where we find pets. It's where we go to a doctor. We seek out guidance for nutrition or through a counselor. Remember that the 6th house also represents anything that has to do with your health, your mental health, your psychological health, your spiritual, your emotional. So all of those topics are now going to be highlighted. You're going to have this beautiful new moon, but it's going to be eclipsing people, places, and things in and out of your life. Now, there is this opposition to your 12th house. The 12th house is your personal unconscious. It's your shadow self. It's things that are hidden. It's where you withdraw to. If you don't take care of the 6th house themes, the 12th house is where we go within for rest, recovery, meditation, or to basically to connect to our angels, our spirit guides, to our ancestors. So there's this opposition between new people, places, and things being brought into your life, and then there's a square. A square is a 90-degree angle, or it's a tension point. Pluto is in your 9th house of, I want to travel, I want to connect with these people that are far and wide, I want to learn, I want to study spirit, I want to dive into spirituality, I want to teach this class. There are all these topics of adventure and legal matters and having things published. And so there's this tension between, if I don't do this, then I cannot have this. And so we're going to have people, places, and things being eclipsed out and in, and they include topics of your health, your wellness, your daily routines. At this time, there might be a health crisis that's brought to light that finally we're able to have an answer to. There could be a diagnosis. There could be a solution. There could be you getting into a health or wellness routine. Maybe you look for a new practitioner or a new modality that you want to search out. This is you stepping into possibly a wellness as a practitioner, working on Reiki or working on some kind of energy work. Work can be major with closing or energetic shifts that are ending. There could be new things that go along with diet, yoga, acupuncture procedures. This is you getting information from the outside to work on new systems and work now to create these new routines. You checking in with a counselor or a mentor. You could be moving, or there could be temporary lodging with your daily routines, like maybe your office is changing. At this time, there could be pets. Remember that this is the house of pets, and so there could be maybe needing to pay attention to their health issues, or that you could be getting a new pet or a pet crossing over with a transition into either crossing over into the Rainbow Bridge, or I need to rehome this pet. Eclipses, they illuminate some changes that are necessary for your job or your health routines. And so you can use this surge of emotional energy to look for opportunities to make these positive changes to your daily health. This could offer you an opportunity for yourself to maybe to improve your work conditions as you move forward. This could be a physical or mental health issue that's now brought to light, and this is a perfect time for you to jump into a health or wellness routine or a nutrition program in order for you to feel healthy, feel more balanced. This could be a time that you work on a project or a job itself can begin or end. And so if whatever's coming up, do not ignore whatever's brewing underneath the surface for either your health or your pets. Take time to declutter or organize your life. This is going to bring clarity and joy to your life. So look into supplements for health and wellness, spiritual events. That could be yoga, sound bath, meditation, all these practices. Any of these things can come in or shift in something else that will affect your mental, physical, spiritual health and well-being. All right, so Taurus, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in your chart. And so please, for a look ahead, check out November's forecast and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And for updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, this new moon eclipse is occurring in your 5th house. The 5th house is the house of joy, children, art, creativity, it's romance, it's what you would do on the weekend, it's how you express yourself, it's hobbies that you want to join. And so the sun is illuminating your 3rd house of how you communicate, who you communicate with. The moon represents your 2nd house of self-worth, cash, property, and Mercury represents your 4th house of your home, your family, your roots, your foundation, and it also represents your 1st house of self. So these are these topics that are being all blended together into what you are trying to find balance with in your life. Now, the North node is opposite. This is an opposition. All these red lines are indicating I'm supposed to be focused on what brings me joy and pleasure, not focused on what my children want or what my lover want or what other people think that I should be doing. Now, Pluto is in square in your 8th house of shared resources. Pluto is now moving direct, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. So this is you having to transform something that has to do with these shared resources or these contracts that you have with other people. The 8th house is the house of deep bonding and contracts that we have with other people. So knowing all this eclipse is going to be, it's going to be all about you. your romance, your creativity, your children, working with children, yours or others. This could be getting pregnant, or I'm working on this with conception, or I literally am working to give birth to a baby, or I want to give birth to an idea or a project in my life. New projects can come in, they can move along. You could be birthing one. You could be finding a new hobby in order for you to make money. Take time to streamline how you have fun and look at what really means fun to you. You might have some hidden talents that come out at this time. There could be anything that you put on display, and that could be leading a group. This could be modeling, acting, listening, music, something that you didn't know that you were good at, and this is going to be an opportunity for you to try something new. Your role as a leader is also going to be brought to the surface. You taking ownership of your creativity. Children can need more attention at this time. You might be stepping into a new chapter with children, or demands may test a romantic affair that you're having. This could be being pulled in two different directions by two different important polarities in your life. And this could be maybe testing a romantic affair, or this could be, is this going to last? Is this going to be for the long haul? The eclipse may cast a shadow over some of your pleasure-seeking fun activities. This time could also be about your children also going through their own changes and their own growing pains, shifting into other parts in their lives. This could be positive with someone having a baby or a new beginning for your child, and maybe they're starting something new, like going off to college, getting married. It could also be you starting a new creative project or activity at this time. So Gemini, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. To get more information, please check out the November astrology forecast and join me live Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either to offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your fourth house. So the fourth house is your home, your family, your traditions, your roots, your foundation. It's anybody that lives in your home. It's about your personal life. It's your ancestors. All of those topics are now shifting. So we have the sun representing your self-worth, your cash, your property. The moon representing you, your personal, how you present yourself to the world, your appearance, your power, your self-expression. Mercury is here, and Mercury is your 12th house, your dreams, your intuition, and it's the way that you communicate with siblings and your neighbors. So all of these topics are all affecting what's going on with you at home. There is an opposition to your North Node. The North Node is, I'm supposed to be focused on my career. I'm supposed to be focused on my life path, my legacy, things that I want to do, that I want to achieve, either as my professional or my ambitions, or this could be about your reputation. So we have this opposition going on between who you are in the outside world and things that are shifting and changing at home. The square comes with Pluto. Pluto is in your 7th house of your partners, your business partners, your significant other, your best friends. This could be your one-on-one with clients. The 7th house is your contractual relationships that you have with other people, and it is also your open enemies, and it includes your exes. So all of these topics are what is squaring you moving forward with what you want to do. So an eclipse in your 4th house is eclipsing people, places, and things that have to do with your home, your family life. It's all going to be illuminated. Maybe you're moving to a new place, or you're going to be moving to a different or a second residence. Maybe this is temporary. Maybe you're getting your home ready for sale. Maybe someone in your home wants to move in or out. Maybe you're using your home based for business. Pay attention to any repairs or additions that need to be made to your home at this time. They're definitely going to be highlighted, and things being eclipsed in and out where there's issues. There could be a focus on family dramas that have been simmering underneath the surface, and now they are erupting. There could be solutions, there could be healings, there could be marriages, there could be new children coming into the family, not just yours, but maybe one of your children have a child. There could be finding out that you have a new relative using your genealogy or going back in the family tree. You could be looking into your past lives with attention to what's happening now as a result to what has happened to you in the past. The demands of your personal life are now going to be illuminated and paramount. This is really going to be a time where you're going to need to focus on finding a balance between time and energy that's spent on work and at home, because it's going to be about a balance that's going to be needed between your public life and your personal life. Now that it's a time for you to get your priorities in order for work and for home, finding a balance that supports everybody. Some of you may have a major work or a career project that comes to an ending. Remember that the difficulty, the square, is going to be with some kind of an issue that has to do with a partner, a friend, a relationship, a marriage partner, a business partner, or clients, or this could be exes. All right, so Cancer, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out November's forecast and join me live Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, the eclipse is occurring in your third house. Now, the third house for you represents all forms of communication for you. It is with your neighbors. It is with siblings. The third house is childhood. It is learning. It's how you say things. It's basic education. It's where you connect with others and you talk and exchange ideas. And so we have the sun, which represents you, your first house, your identity, how people see you, your interests, your image. The moon representing your 12th house. The 12th house themes are your intuition, your connection to the spiritual realm. How do you communicate through home with actual people and paying attention to your intuition and your guides. Now, Mercury represents your second house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, and it represents you following your dreams, your intuition, your goals. The 11th house for you represents your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, and the people that you network with in order to accomplish these things in your life. So if we pull all of this together to tell a story about you, it's going to be all about how you're communicating. We have an opposition to your 9th house. Your North Node is in your 9th house, and so this is what opposes you: wanting to travel, wanting to take classes, wanting to take workshops, wanting to teach, wanting to have work published, wanting to connect with diving into spirituality or traveling, connecting up with foreign people, places, and things. This is where the opposition lies, and how do I communicate what I want to do? Now, Pluto is in your 6th house. This is a square. It's a square that is blocking you, or it has to be worked out with. The 6th house is your balance between work and home, and it's also your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and it's where we find guidance and where we find mentors. It's if I don't pay attention to my health, then my health will suffer, whether it be psychological health or spiritual health. This is the house of your it's your daily routine, and it's all about you and pets and your self-care. And so you are talking up a storm, trying to negotiate, trying to work out some things in your life. And an eclipse here is there might be some sort of drama that involves technology or communication, or this could be phone, email, text, computer, all modes of transportation and travel. These could be eclipsed in or out of. There could be an eclipse including your mobility or education. I want to take this class, or I want to take this workshop. Or there could be something eclipsed in with your neighbors or your siblings. Your daily routines can change dramatically at this time. Short distance travel and education plans may just materialize out of thin air of something that is brought in that you have an opportunity to do or to take. There might be a major event in the life of a close neighbor or sibling that goes on that affects you. You might gain an entirely different perspective on a matter that you've been mulling over, and maybe you have this great revelation or an idea, because eclipses can bring those thoughts. Remember that they're 12th house themes also with spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and receiving information from the spiritual realm. The ideas of communication and interpersonal communication with how you communicate, how you experience communication with someone else, those are all going to serve as reflectors for you as you identify what you need to adjust in your life so you quit attracting specific energy. Maybe at this time you look at buying new devices, meaning new phone, new computer, or you update them, or systems need to be updated, or maybe you update your email if you have like a business. Maybe you're updating transportation or mobility modes, meaning taking a motorcycle, RV, or maybe you are updating your systems with your connection with your business. Pay attention to anything that interferes with any of these things at this time, because your physical mobility can be healed, or you could be in a different chapter of healing with this, or a different chapter of mobility. I'm going to get rid of the car and I'm only going to be taking an Uber, or I'm going to get a car so I don't have to take the bike everywhere, or I don't have to rely on public transportation. Physical relatives can come back into your life at this time. Maybe you are writing or you're editing that you've put away, and maybe now it comes back up and you're able to complete it, or you're able to go back and finish it and dust off what you were working on. And now you're going to have this inspiration of, over the next few months, of, I have the desire to go back, take a second look at this and finish it. This is the house of how you are imprinted by what other people think, feel, say, and do. This is about your social settings and any notable interactions that happen at this time while you're out getting coffee, or you're out shopping, or with your neighbors. Remember that this is the house of short distance commuting. Respond to what is occurring and look into it, especially if there's synchronicity, and especially if you see opportunities. Make sure you follow your gut instinct and be accountable for your actions, and definitely own your part for everything that's going on. With all types of communication where you're focused on yourself, but you're also trying to balance out what other people's needs are. So Leo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. For more, please check out the November forecast, and please join me 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I either offer tarot consultations or full moon or new moon live astrology readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your second house. Now, the second house is your personal self-worth, your cash, your property. It's your money, it's your resources. The second house is your salary, your income. It is everything that comes into you. It's your possessions, it's your attitude towards money, it's your work ethic, and it's your self-esteem. It is everything that has to do with personally you and your finances. And so the sun here is representing your 12th house. The 12th house is your shadow house. It's your dreams. It's your where you go to withdraw, to get the inspiration. It's connecting to angels, spirit guides, ancestors. It's where we take time out to tune in to what's going on. The moon represents your 11th house, which is your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your aspirations, the things that you want to do in life, and who you connect up with in order to create those opportunities. Now, Mercury rules the top of your chart, and it rules the first house of self. So everything about you, your career, your job, your legacy, your public life, of how people see you, All of this is sandwiched into what is going to be eclipsed in and out of your life. And so what opposes you is your North Node, the eighth house of what you have shared in resources with other people. Your eighth house has everything to do with your debt, your income, your alimony, your child support. It's contracts that you have with other people. And so this is where we are having a difficulty of this could be alimony and child support, but it could also be debt, or it could be wills or money that comes into you. It's basically the house of shared resources or contracts with others. Now, the square that has to be incorporated, that something has to work out, is Pluto in your fifth house. Pluto is the planet of transformation, but your fifth house is the house of pleasure and joy. And so the focus is, I want to focus on what brings me joy, what brings me pleasure. This is you taking time out to dive into what is your intuition saying to you? Who do you need to connect up with in order to manifest these things and make them part of your everyday life? An eclipse in your second house is all about your feelings, your values. It's your self-worth, your cash, your property, your possessions. Your finances at this time, they're going to take center stage. You might get a heads up for you to, I encourage you to take notice with where are you making the necessary financial changes in your life that maybe you have been putting off. Remember, this is all about your finances. There might be money coming in your way from a financial settlement, or it could be you paying off a debt, or there could be wills or joint finances. That shared issues can come up with a focus on what is yours, what is mine, what is ours, and how are we going to separate this. Finances and budgeting, major purchases, your income, sustainability, in everything of how can you stand on your own. These are going to be topics that are going to be brought up. Are you saving enough money? Are you focused on building your security? These are some questions that are going to be brought up at this time. You might have a breakthrough with an increase in your savings or debt, or maybe paying off debt. There could be questions around your emotional and financial security that are going to be brought up at this time. You need to take some steps in order to increase your stability, your security at this time. This could include inner work based on your self-esteem in order for you to get more money. This could be you focusing on your value of what you are to the company in order for you to get a raise or a promotion. This could be you starting a business or ending one, or having a project end, or having a project start, or starting a business. I encourage you to pay attention to how your financial role can improve, and steps that you can improve your money and your finances. This is also an opportunity that you could be starting like a side gig or a side business, and it will take flight. It's you with what brings me joy, what brings me pleasure, who do I connect up with. I've always wanted to do this. I can make money with. And so all of this is you focused on your financial comfort zone, putting your needs to the forefront and saying, I can make this happen. And this is what I have to do. These are the steps that I have to make it happen. So for Virgo, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you. And to look ahead, please check out the November forecast and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we either talk tarot, or I offer full moon or new moon astrology consultations. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, this is occurring all in your first house of self. I absolutely love this because this is about your personality, your appearance, your self-expression, your happiness, your health, your strength, your habits. It's about how people see you. So this could be you think of yourself as my business card, my website. It's who you are presenting to the world, and it's all about your identity, and it's your body. So all of this is going to be eclipsing these topics in and out of your life. So the sun the sun represents part, or is signified by your 11th house of my hopes, my wishes, my dreams. Who do I connect up with in order to manifest these and make them happen? And then the moon is about your 10th house of your career, your job, your legacy. Now, Mercury is here. Mercury is representing your 12th house of the I need to pay attention to my intuition. I need to go within. I need to meditate. I need to pay attention to my angels, my guides, my ancestors. It's tuning into the spiritual realm. And it also represents your 9th house of places that you want to travel to, people that you want to connect up with, studying spirituality, diving into a different religion, taking a class, taking a workshop. All of these topics are going to be milled in together, blended to have people, places, and things eclipsing some of these topics in and out of your life. So the opposition has something to do with a partner, a significant other, a business partner, a friend, a close friend. It could also be one-on-one relationships with clients, and this could also be exes or open enemies. The square that has to be integrated or worked out is something that has to do with it home. Pluto is in your 4th house of your home and your family, your roots, your foundation, and there is something that is at odds that has to do with a partner, and something that also has to be integrated with a transformation that might occur of how do I work out these home topics. Now, an eclipse in your 1st house is how you're going to present yourself, how you are changing how other people see you. This could be a really good time with how do you change your image, or how people see you as redefining your personality in some manner or way. At this time, you could be totally focused on wearing your heart on your sleeve right now and being in your feels, because the moon here is highly intuitive, but it's like magnified, that your thoughts, your ideas, everything is like all of these ideas coming at one time and coming in and going out. This is going to be a really good time that you're going to need to make sure that you put your wants and your needs first. And there could be some conflict or drama involving, remember, that business partner, your significant other, or a friend. I don't know if this is over jealousy or over our paths are not aligned. The 1st house also represents your physical body. And so at this time, there could be weight loss or weight gain. This could be healthier, as in muscle gain, or illness can manifest. And so now you'll need to take the next step to wellness, or there could be a breakthrough with wellness, or a healing or a resolution if you've been struggling with something that has to do with your body or your mind. This could be seen as some kind of a breakthrough in changing how you see yourself. This is also the house, or at this time, eclipses can offer you how you are going to be seen. So getting pregnant, or being seen as a parent or a grandparent, or identifying as a gender, or as identifying as like a healer, changing your identity. There could be some form of recognition that can be good, and this could be I'm going to get a recognition at work, or there could be something that could be a scandal, meaning your name or your image can be put out there and things that can come to light, and that all the eyes are on you. Because remember, we have this connection to your 12th house and your 10th house of your career, and the hidden house. The 12th house is what we don't share with others. It's the shadow self. It's the hidden enemies also. Now, at this time, there could be maybe you own yourself as being seen. I'm ready to appear like this. That maybe you go through a radical change in your wardrobe or your body. There could be an identification of am I in alignment with what I want to do, or who I want to be seen as in this life as I'm evolving and changing. Things are going to come to light. I encourage you to make a plan to get your vision of who your true self is, and if you need help, definitely seek help to support you in this next new chapter, and that could be through a guide or a mentor or a close friend. All right, so Libra, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out November's forecast and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your 12th house. Remember that the 12th house is the house of your personal unconscious. It's your dreams, your intuition. It's where we withdraw to. It's self-sabotage. It can be hospitals, institutions. It can be prisons. But it's also the angels, the spirit guides, our ancestors. It's where we tap into the spiritual realm, to our dreams, and we do shamanic work, or we do the inner work that needs to be done. Now, the sun is representing your 10th house of who you're presenting yourself with out for your career, your legacy, your ambitions, your life path, or your public life. The moon represents where you want to travel to, classes that you want to take, things that you want to teach, publishing. It's the house of foreign people, places, things, and it's like cross-cultural. Mercury is here connecting your personal hopes, wishes, dreams, and goals, and who you connect them with, and the house of shared resources of how you're going to make these contracts happen. Now, an eclipse in your 12th house, what's opposing it is your 6th house. The 6th house is your mental, physical, spiritual, your health, your well-being. It's about finding a mentor, finding a guide. Am I paying attention to what my body is saying? Am I getting enough exercise? Am I meditating enough? Am I doing the yoga? Am I taking enough time out so that my psychological health is well, my spiritual health is well? The 6th house is also the house of pets. And so at this time, these two areas of your life are at odds. Then we have Pluto. Pluto is in a square. Pluto is in your 3rd house of how you communicate. It's the way you communicate with work associates, with your neighbors, with your siblings. The 3rd house is all about how you talk and exchange ideas. And so this is where the square is. How do I communicate what I know to be true, what I feel to be true? Because if I don't, my mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health is at odds. And so an eclipse in the 12th house, being the house of self-undoing and isolation and hidden supports, your emotions are going to be really high at this time. Your dream time is going to be very active. You might have issues with sleep or a lot of dream activity. Maybe you are stepping into working with your dreams or working with the Akashic records. I would encourage you to journal. This could be lucid dreaming, dream energy. This is you harnessing and mastering your subconscious mind, possibly having maybe mental instability, showing you where you need to work on things like shadow work. So shadow work is where I need to work on this in order for me to do better in life, and it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's like doing the inner work. Maybe you have a spiritual breakthrough at this time. This could be fears. This is also the house of addiction. You could have fears about your inner journey and to need help to find these resources to clear up this energy in order for you to work through and heal past karma. This is going to be an opportunity for you to heal your mind, maybe through hypnosis or biofeedback. I'm encouraging you to work on ridding yourself of fear, because that's what the 12th house magnifies. Taking an active role in healing any imbalances that you may have, educating yourself, possibly going on a retreat, doing meditation, doing a sound bath. Owning your sacred space and honoring it within your home or within your work. Making sure that you take time to earth, which is like go for a walk in nature or ground yourself, take a salt bath, meditation, connect with oils or prayers, clearing your energy field, making sure that you're cutting cords and sending everybody else's energy back to them. This is going to help you in your subconscious space. I would ask at this time for your dreams to gain insights through your dreams, because they should be active, facing your fears, anything that has to do with addictions, creative projects. Maybe you're completing or creating a space and a time for this topic for you to explore things that bring you pleasure. This could be a major breakthrough for spiritual insights. Maybe you have support from people who've crossed over, ancestors or spirit guides. This lunation may have you recognize this overwhelming need for rest and spiritual renewal for you at this time. You have been really busy the last year and a half. And so this is going to be a time where you're going to be deeply involved into healing of yourself and making sure that you have a balance between your work and your daily routines. Now is going to be the time that you're going to need to find this balance between your life and giving yourself some me time or some downtime. The focus needs to be on you, your mental, physical, spiritual health, and otherwise you're just not going to feel like yourself. You're not going to feel complete. There could be an illumination with this eclipse of a private or even a personal matter that gets brought to light. Maybe like secrets come to light, or they could emerge at this time. Or there could be a desire for you to do something that's risky in private, or something that you want to keep secret. There can also be a work project that you started earlier that can come and be finalized and come to completion. All right, so Scorpio, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for more information, please check out the November astrology forecast. Join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Tuesdays, where I offer tarot consultations and new moon and full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, this eclipse is eclipsing people, places, and things, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, in and out of your life. The sun rules over your 9th house, which is your foreign travel, higher education, publishing things. It's foreign people, places, and things. It's advertising and publishing. It's taking classes and becoming a teacher. The moon, that rules over your 8th house of your shared resources that you share with like business partners or clients or significant others. It's like contractual agreements that you have with other people: alimony, child support, debt, taxes, wills. Now Mercury rules your 7th house of partnerships, your one-on-one, your business, your clients, and your significant others and marriage partners, and your house of career. And so all of these topics are blended together with you're going to be experiencing new dreams, hopes, wishes, goals, and these people that you're going to connect up with in order to manifest these things. The North Node is opposing you, meaning you need to be focused on your wants, your needs, your desires, your goals before you piggyback on and help and support anybody else. The square comes with Pluto in your 2nd house of your personal cash, property, your personal resources. The problem lies with you supporting others and not taking into consideration your money, your finances, and what it means to you with everything that's going to go on. An eclipse in the 11th house is where you make your connection with groups. It's how people see you out there. It's the traditional house of friends, but it includes your work colleagues or your social circles or your networking. Now, you might find new friends at this time, or you could have this key contact or somebody that you meet up with that will support you with what you want to do from somebody else. Like you have this friend and this friend sets you up with somebody else, or you meet at a gathering. There could be an ending of a friendship that maybe there's a falling out of, or that the friend could be moving further away. This is the traditional house of, remember, your social circles, so there could be a change in the place of your group. Maybe you no longer want to be in that group, or like, let's say it's a bowling league or a book group, and you no longer want to do that. This is an opportunity for you to find your tribe, find new people that you want to be around. this time you could be feeling alienated and wanting to find a place where you belong. Now, there could be dating opportunities, especially through friends and online connections, because the 11th house is your connections to other groups. This is you reevaluating your social groups, your circles, your social media accounts at this time. Maybe you're stepping away or you're launching a community-based community where you are going to be starting something new and you're bringing other people into you. Maybe you're looking for personal validation from your friends or within your groups and your social circles, and there could be a major event that occurs that you're just going to be cutting ties with, that it just is no longer like your friendships or your business partners. Not business partners. These are work associates that maybe you have these bumps along the way with. Our friendship is going to be tested and we're no longer as compatible because our goals are shifting. There could be a major event occur at this time that involves one of your children, or that involves a romantic partner, or there could be a culmination or an ending to a project, or a creative project or a work project, or one could begin at this time because eclipses can bring that in. There could be a time that you are going to be focusing in on these goals I have accomplished, and now I'm ready to set new goals for the future. All right, so for Sagittarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out your November forecast and join me live at 6 p.m. Tuesdays Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations and new moon and full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your 10th house of your career, your legacy, your life path. It's authority figures, bosses, it's public reputation, it's awards, it's you being recognized in the outside world. So the sun is signifies your shared resources that you have with other people. These could be contracts or alimony, child support, debt. The moon are actual partners. This is business partners, significant others, clients, one-on-one relationships. This is also the house of exes, and it's the house of best friends. Now, Mercury is also here with this stellium, and Mercury is signifying your 9th house of, I want to travel there. I want to connect up with these people. I want to study this. I want to take this class. I want to dive into these. I want to have adventure. It's also your house of mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and where we find mentors and guides in our life. So all of these topics are affecting this eclipse that's occurring with you in the outside world, with your career, your legacy, your life path, your how society sees you. Now, what's opposing you is something that has to do with home, the North Node. I'm supposed to be focused on this object or this person, place, thing that's at home, or I need to be making sure that I put my needs with home first before something with your career. Now, Pluto. Pluto is in your first house of self. This is where the square is. A square is, it's a right angle or 90-degree angle that says you have to change this, or something has to give. And the something that's going to have to give is going to be something that has to be with a transformation of you. Pluto is the planet that says, no, we can accept nothing but raw, real, authentic, and it's who you are. It's how you're presenting yourself. And so an eclipse in your 10th house is revealing all of your strengths, all of your weaknesses. It's how you cope with rules. It's how you cope with authority. It's your professional path. Your work is going to be highlighted. Your job, your bosses, your coworkers. At this time, you could end a job, or you could be fired, or you could be retiring. There's going to be these new opportunities that are going to arise. And there could also be a lateral movement with your job of, I'm leaving this, but I'm moving into this position over here. There could be father or father figure issues or topics that are brought up. There could be that your father has something going on with they're ill, or there could be relationship or communication, or that they want to collaborate with you on something. all types of authority figures. These include clashes with boss or a police or management or anything that has to do with government. This could be you finding your path, or this could be with money. This could be you stepping into the world and truly identifying what are you supposed to be doing. Like that aha moment of, I got it. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be working with this partner, or I'm supposed to be traveling here, or I'm supposed to be taking this class, or I'm supposed to be teaching this. It's going to be these aha moments. Expect discipline, responsibility during this eclipse, because this is an eclipse saying you have to follow these rules. There could be a child that leaves your home, or maybe you've reached a goal at work, or you may need more responsibility or get more things put on your plate at work. You might need to come up with a strategy to have some ownership of your life and your life path at this time to determine where are you going. With this lunation, you may feel the need to review and change your career goals of what you've done up to this point and where you have maybe veered off, and you need to realign yourself. Career matters may come to a head. This could be personal or domestic or family or home matters could also be opposing you or come into the light. This eclipse energy may also require you to do something at a moment's notice and to keep your head to prove or to show that you have this competence to other people who are in authority. All right, so Capricorn, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out November's forecast and join me live Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, this eclipse is occurring in your 9th house. Now the 9th house for you is your house of long distance travel, foreign people, places, things. It's religion, it's philosophy, it's your beliefs, it's spirituality, it's teachers, it's publishing, it's adventure, it's legal matters. All of those topics are going to be brought to the forefront, and things are going to be eclipsed in and out. So the sun represents your 7th house of your partners, your business partners, your clients, your one-on-ones, your marriage partners, and it also represents frenemies or exes. The moon is signifying your 6th house of your mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, and finding mentors and guides and keeping your life in balance. And like, I need to do yoga, or I need to take these supplements, or I need to talk to my counselor. All of these topics are going to be brought to the light. Mercury rules your 8th house of your shared resources, these contracts that you have with other people. And it also includes topics that have to do with your children, being childlike, art, music, creativity, affairs. So all of these topics are going to blend into what you need to focus on for yourself and the needs of others. So what is opposing you? Communication. Focusing on yourself first before you find a balance with others, your needs versus their needs. The 3rd house represents your communication with siblings and neighbors and short distance travel. Now the square is Pluto. Pluto is in your 12th house, your gut instinct, your intuition, your spirit guides. The 12th house also is the house of hidden. It's about secrets and things being revealed. So at this time, all topics of higher education, higher thought, foreign people and travel, teaching, you as a teacher, how do you do your work? How are you getting educated? Your learning journey, schooling of any kind, they're going to maybe come to an end, or that you might look down, discover a new path of things that you want to do. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to your intuition, your gut instinct. It's not going to lead you astray. This is the house of writing, publishing, speaking. And so you have a message to share. And so this is you expanding your message and getting it out there through, I don't know, YouTube or a podcast. This could be you expanding your horizons with new projects or publishing projects, completing or launching a book, maybe going to an international venue or travel for work or to connect with other people from different countries to get their ideas, their thoughts, because it's about ideas and solutions and solving problems with a different mindset. You're going to experience this new viewpoint, having new optimism, a new belief system, or you could be leaving a path that you've been on and finding a new philosophy to see something in a new light. Maybe working with the church or spiritual work could come into focus. Expect new resources with spirituality. Maybe a new tool or travel or work project that is out of your comfort zone. You teaching, you learning, taking the knowledge that you have and sharing it with others, maybe with a book or a blog or with a class or a workshop. This eclipse may give you a way to use your knowledge for creative flow and share it out there with the broad public, with different cultures and different languages and people, sharing your experience and connecting with others. You may have an experience where your personal beliefs are going to be tested at this time. There might be this thirst for adventure or learning that now comes into focus, that I've always wanted to take this class, or I've always wanted to travel to this country. You at this time, you might have, this might be having an opportunity for you to make a plan to just have fun and maybe change directions and take a leap of faith in a different area of your life. And there could be an important beginning or a culmination or an ending, like maybe a graduation or something that has to do with education. Students become the teacher moment. So maybe you're done teaching this and maybe you're ready to share it with others. If you're in business or education or a writer, this is going to be the perfect time that you're going to be connecting to and reaching out to a wider audience. And it could be through the internet, through a website, or through like YouTube or Zoom or something like that. So Aquarius, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out November's forecast and join me live 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations and new moon and full moon readings. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, this lunation new moon eclipse is occurring in your 8th house. The 8th house for you is your shared resources that you have with binding contracts with other people. It could be money, values, opinions, everything that you have in connection with business partners or significant others. This could be wills, it could be debt, it could be credit, it could be alimony, child support. The 8th house revolves around all topics of the occult, insurance, your private affairs. It is the house of death, birth, birth, death, rebirth. It's the house where we desire these deep connections, and it's also the house of taboo topics and all joint ventures that you have with people that there's a contract, whether it be written or not, that's a binding contract. So the sun represents your 6th house of your mental, physical, spiritual, psychological health, well-being, finding a mentor, finding a guide, your daily habits. The moon is representing your 5th house of what you want to bring joy into your life. This could be affairs, or this could be children, or it could be art, music, creativity. Now, Mercury is part of this stellium. Mercury is your partners, be it business or friends or significant others or clients or exes, and people that are in your home, your family, your roots, your foundation. Knowing all of this is under the magnifying glass for this eclipse. What is the opposition? What opposes? The North Node in your 2nd house of your personal self-worth, cash, property, and resources. And so how do you work on finding a balance between these areas of your life? Well, we also have a square to Pluto. Pluto is in your 8th house of what are your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and who do you connect in order to manifest these things and make them happen. So this eclipse is going to be representing the income of others, transformation that you are going to be going through, or maybe they're going through and you are not on the same page with. It's about merged energies. It's you connecting and bonding with somebody at the deepest level, of connecting on with sex and intimacy, that includes power. This is the house of psychology and parapsychology. It's also the house of mystery. So at this time, there could be some drama illuminated with regards to your spouse's income or your business partner's income or debt or taxes or investments. There could be a collaboration, and it's about money and capital for loans, or trying to get a loan, or credit cards, or the debt that you share together. Or this could be you paying off your taxes or paying off these large bills that you share together with other people. There could be a major ending with an intimate partner. Or there could be a breakthrough with an intimate partner where I feel like we are finally on the same page and the walls are breaking down. This is also the house during this eclipse where there could be power struggles. How are you using your power? How are people using their power over you? Who has the power? And how do we use the power to influence and help? Anything that has to do with investments is going to be a topic. This could be cryptocurrency, your finances. Remember the finances that you share with other people, business partners or significant others. Anything that has to do with those topics. Studying these things. The 8th house is also, it's deep, it's psychological, so there could be spiritual breakthroughs. Maybe you're studying astrology or palmistry or numerology, or you might connect up with new resources or new teachers, new mentors, new guides, anything that's going to be esoteric. This is the house of mystery, so there could be solving a mystery or writing or reading about mysteries. Marriage or divorce, where money is combined or separated. Anything that has to do with a pairing of resources. There can be a major luck in money or major expenses that you just didn't see coming, that it's eclipsed in or out of. Remember, the 8th house is emotional patterning. So pay attention to codependency, because this is the house where you combine your energy with others. And this is going to be a perfect time where you're going to need to settle some of your debts, pay off the lingering bills. This is going to be you focusing on your needs in order to be balanced, feel safe, feel secure. And so ask, what do you need to change with this partnership that will make you feel more comfortable and secure? This can be a new opportunity for money that's coming into your life that could be either through investments or inheritance. So Pisces, I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in the comments below. And for a look ahead, please check out November's forecast and join me live Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer tarot consultations or new moon or full moon readings. And for updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.